this is Jason Kanigan from Cold Star Technologies. We're starting something new. It's going to be daily upload of a quick minute and a half, 2 minute, maybe 3 minutes, but I don't want to go on very long. Summary of what happened today with me in the space field. And remember, I'm on the mission to make space boring. I want the general public to understand and use space like they use public transit or Wi-Fi. And that will be good for everyone. Commercial adoption, user adoption is exactly what we want here. So I just want to catch up on the last couple of weeks. And I've been meeting a ton of people in the space field. I'm going to look down at a list that I've got here occasionally. Last week, so not this, yes, 2 weeks ago, I met with Dr. Riccardo Albertoni of Airbus. His episode's coming out today. It's on electric propulsion systems for small sats. Christopher Johnson, who's a space lawyer at the Secure World Foundation. Very cool. I learned a ton about space law very quickly from the study that I'd done previous to meeting with him and then having him provide a framework and a context over top of that. I chatted with Chris Dreyer, who's a professor, Dr. Chris Dreyer, at the Colorado School of Mines, who's running basically the main asteroid mining theory study program at any university in North America, which is really cool. It's all online, and he'll be a guest at some point in the near future. This last week that just went by began with a great interview with Dr. Joel Sercel. That's very exciting, momentous, and TransAstra, that's the other company that he's got going on. Really a great interview because he is winning NIAC grants and getting things done in the field, and they're doing a test of an actual asteroid mining mini test. They're going to launch something called the MiniBee, and Florida University is making a fake asteroid to launch with it that they'll actually capture in a bag and then mine. I mean, it's really, really cool stuff. And asteroid mining is really important to me because that's the reason why I got into the space field. So that'll be coming out fairly soon. I met with a project management expert named Peter Taylor. His book is called The Lazy Project Manager, and he's coming out with a new book in January 2020 called Project Management is Bollocks. It's a very British thing because he is British. But his book was so good. I learned things in the opening few chapters that I've run many projects, and well, he got me to look at it in a different way, particularly about sponsorship, which is so important, the customer behind the customer. And I think all of our academic viewers would learn a lot and get a lot of powerful stuff out of that interview. So that should be coming up soon. Midweek, I met with Dr. Moriba Jah, who I've been kind of chasing around for a while to try and get on, and it was really, really great. He's an expert on orbital paths and a lot of math. More math than I have, and so it was great to really learn from him. One of the first things you find out is that the math for all the satellite paths are assuming that they're cannonballs, that they're spheres, and obviously CubeSats are rectangular, they're not spheres. So right there your physics is screwed up, right? And it gets worse from there. So we had an in-depth talk. That episode will be coming out in a few weeks, and we'll see just how bad orbital pathing for collision detection and prevention really is. And even the problems of identifying what is this resident space object, what is it, and how can we find better methods for doing that. So he's leading the charge at the University of Texas at Austin on that thing. And then finally I rounded out the week learning about space insurance. So how does insurance work for satellites when they're launched? And I got an in-depth talk on that. So really, I'm learning a lot really fast, and I hope to get into a position eventually where I'm the glue between a lot of different things, the operations, the regulatory bodies, the legal guys, the policy people, the lawmakers, that kind of thing. And I think I have a lot to offer in that area, particularly with my previous experience in my late 20s and early 30s, so quite a while ago, with municipal and nonprofits and commercial. I've seen this before where you get these different groups all jostling, and the thing is, they think that they're fighting for a bigger piece of the same one pie for themselves in their own organization, right? And the problem is they never get into the room together. And if you can get them in the room together, they'll start talking and they'll realize, hey, you have this and I have this. And if we traded or let each other use that stuff, wow, the pie would get bigger. That's what I've seen happen over and over again. So anyway, I'm Jason Kanigan, and we're on a mission to make space boring at Cold Star Tech here. If you are a smallsat, CubeSat manufacturer and you want to hop ahead of the competition, come talk to me, because we've got a lot of there's a shift happening in this field, okay? If you're building thousands of CubeSats, you need to get on board with automotive continuous manufacturing process systems. Okay, you cannot stick with the old onesie-twosie job shop mentality. It's not going to work. Okay, you're going to get stuck with unprofitable, poor quality, high cost things that end up with the crappy 40+% failure rate, mission success rate that we see. It's really bad, right? And we can help you improve that. So tune in tomorrow. I'm going to be uploading this series every day and learn what I learn. All right, thanks for watching.